Capricorn, hello. I'm going to do a general love reading today with the cards from the Llewellyn deck, and I'll be using the Celtic Cross. I really like that layout. And just to let you know too that I'll be doing an extended reading will be available. The information will be or is in the box below. I'm also open to doing personal readings now, and that information is also in the box below. All right, let's get started here. Kathy. As I was meditating on your cards, I saw this kind of, at first I got this message that there's a gift for you. So this, I don't, I'm just passing that on. I don't know exactly what that means, but I do see a gift coming your way. And then I closed my eyes to kind of see if I could see anything, because sometimes I can. And I saw the outline of I saw some like kind of light, and then I saw the outline of an angel. So, I don't know, just telling you. So an angel has a gift for you. No? Maybe you know a little angel out there that's going to be a gift for you. Okay, so just looking at the layout, and leading into it, we have the Knight of Wands. Now, in the card readings, as the male and female cards, like the Knights and the Kings or the Queens, they don't indicate gender. They indicate the divine energy, the masculine and feminine, which are in all of us. So just to let you know. And also, I don't read reversals, so you may notice that too. Okay, the Knight of Wands is heading you and me, as I'm reading here, into this reading. Now, the Knight of Wands, I'll do a little bit more clarification as we go a little bit further, and I can take more cards maybe. In your immediate past, I have the Four of Pentacles showing up. So coming from a place of how can I put this? Staying grounded, sort of holding your ground, and possibly waiting to see what comes out of that, but staying very solidly grounded, sometimes stubbornly so, I have to add, because that came, okay? And then above you here, in a position of influence over you, it appears that there's a decision that is about to be made. The universe is kind of bringing that energy, and maybe it's not happening right now, but maybe sensing it, that it seems like it's time for me to choose between this and that, okay? And I'm not sure what this, I'll just draw a clarifier on that. And I think what it's telling you is the Knight of Swords, along with the Knight of Wands here, is that it's time for movement. And as I say, maybe stubbornly holding your ground here, you know what I mean? As the universe is saying in, both of these areas, no, you know what? It's time to choose to go after something, to make some movement. And that's showing up as a knight. So it feels to me like it's going to be a pretty definitive movement that you make. And with the Knight of Swords, possibly communication attached to it, focus, and then going after something. Which explains why on you right now you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Now the Nine of Pentacles is showing that, with the Four of Pentacles, as I said, being in a secure position, but kind of holding on to it, staying grounded with it when it's time for action. And because the Nine of Pentacles is showing up now, so you don't actually have to dig in and hold on to it, because you have it. It's a harvest time for you. You have it in you, with you, all the time. So it's not like, oh God, I finally got to this place where I feel grounded and secure. I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to hold on. And no, at this point, you don't need to do that, because the time has come to show you that you have embodied it, that security. And also, you've got the Ten of Wands showing up here. So it's kind of like a dilemma for you. And that's why you have the Two of Swords, like kind of, I've got to make a decision between this and that. And what the Five of Wands is saying is not necessarily between this and that. it's not as, you know, crucial as you think. It's just time, you know, for action to happen. And then the Five of Wands is saying, you know, it's understandable as you are beginning to feel that it's time to move into action, that you're, you know, you're going to kind of like do a little bit of a dance around that, like, oh, I'll take my time. This, I'll just take 2 steps forward and then 1 step back, and that kind of thing. So already knowing, as I say with these 2 nights, that you are going to move towards, because at the base you've got the 9 of Cups here too. Now the 9 of Cups is the base of the reading, showing me that what this is based on is actually achieving your heart's desire. So I do see you humming and hawing a bit about it, but inevitably going after it. And I'll just draw a card on that to see if we get any more. So as you're going to be moving towards it, it's waiting for some message to come through, some sense of clarity to say, yes, okay, I got it, you know. And I think this message may be the gift, because I did see a gift coming to you. And I kind of see, you know, you sort of standing there in anticipation of something is looking out there. Something's coming my way. And I do think that may be the gift that's coming that'll help you move, you know, onto going after your heart's desire. In your near future, we've got the Queen of Swords, the 3 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and Judgment card, which is the rebirth. So the Queen of Swords, I think, is somebody in your life. I'm just going to draw another card on. There has been a loss that's happened recently and is showing up already in your near future. And I don't think it's necessarily just happened to you, but I think it has happened to somebody, you know, that, you know, the Queen of Wands around you kind of thing. So where you saw grieving, you saw a sense of loss, and that for you kind of, you know, it kind of, I won't say it broke your heart, but it really affected you emotionally, because we got the 3 of Swords here. And so you kind of pulled back, I think, and that's where this 4 of Pentacles came in, you know, holding your ground and just trying to feel secure. And now I see this behind you. As I say, this 5 of Swords is, or sorry, 5 of Cups is over. The grieving may still be there a little bit. And the Queen of Swords, involved in that, is trying to kind of figure it out, trying to think their way through this, okay? And then there's your card, which is the 3 of Swords. Now what I see for you is you know, putting that behind you, because I think it did affect your heart as well. And starting to look at, you know, I do feel like it's time for me to take some steps more into, you know, getting back into life, getting back into the flow of energy. And then I see the Page of Cups showing up here. And that tells me that you are going to take your time. You are going to go slowly, like you've got the Page of Wands here. And I say that I think that's the gift that's coming, that's going to enable you to be able to move more now into kind of the, you know, the excitement and the flow of life again, because it's all around you and it's kind of calling to you. And as I say, you've got the Knights here too, so action is coming. Then you've got the Rebirth card. So it's taking your time, because there's a gift in everything for us, and if somebody else has gone through something, there is a gift there for us too. But then, as I say, I think the gift is coming from an angel, not from, you know, not from a broken heart. We got the Judgment card, and this may be part of this enlightenment, this kind of aha moment, where you've taken some time between, you know, what you experienced and where you're going, to sort of consider carefully, as I said with the 3 of Swords, you know, you're taking your time here, and let this new perspective sink in, where there's a light in the tunnel showing you. And I think this may be where the gift, I mean, this to me looks like probably the angel bringing the gift to you. So it could happen in a dream, it could happen in a meditative state, it could happen in a quiet time, and then all of a sudden you get this gift, and it's like an awakening, okay? Because the Empress, which is in your subconscious, is already, that's the future you, once you unlock this, you know, this staying stuck in this inertia. The Empress is going to come out of that, and that's the card of creativity and flow with life, and it's a very, very exciting card, and that's why I believe that where you're going to be moving into is the Empress. Okay, because you have a lot of gifts. You have an enormous amount of not just creative energy, but intuitive energy, a sense of responding to the world around you. And that's what the Empress is saying. I'll just draw a clarifier on that. And yeah, we've got the Priestess here. So this is about unleashing your inner, intuition, your contact, your connection, I would say, with the world, with the cosmos. So it kind of speaks through you and to you, and spurs your imagination, spurs your your whole exciting way of seeing the world in a different way, as only Capricorn can. And the gift you have to give back to the world is only going to come from you. And then in the environment, the moon is showing up. So once again, the universe is lighting up what's deep in your soul, because it's time for it to awaken and take flight. Okay, and I really feel that strongly. And it's and therefore I see you doing the action I see you taking initially with this awakening is doing some inner research, outer research, experimenting, trying different things, and trying to find, okay, yeah, this looks like where I could be doing expressing myself, and then finding out if that works for you, and just keep on going. It could involve even taking some courses, that's a possibility. In a position of what you want is the Six of Wands. So what you want is, you want recognition. You want people to be able to recognize that you are a very successful person, that that you have a lot of gifts, you have a lot of growth, you are an amazing person. And in a position of what you want is, you want to get that kind of not just inward recognition, although that's where it'll start, but also outward recognition. Then as an outcome, we've got the Nine of Wands, which means that, as I said before, with the Four of Pentacles here, you're coming from a secure place. You've got the Nine of Pentacles on you. It's harvest time. This shows me that you are ready to move into what you have already built in yourself. And it's now just putting it together, which I think will happen intuitively through the Empress, putting it together, and then it's there for you. I'll be expanding a little bit more about that in the extended reading. And right now I'm just going to draw an oracle for you. Oh my God, we got the hawk. That's so funny. Because remember I said, with the moon lighting up, that, what's in your soul, in the depths of your emotion, and then soaring like a hawk. Now we've got the hawk here. And that means omens and messages. So once again, the gift that the angel's trying to bring to you. The hawk is, a sign of that. All right. Thanks very much, Scorpio, and we'll see you again next week.